YouTube, what's going on? This preacher, man. So I'm here at Walmart. It's my Saturday load. So I picked up the load after dropped off my other load Friday morning. So I picked up the load there, and then I took that to Miami this morning, and then I picked this one up. Took this one to Arcadia. I picked this one up in Jupiter. So it'll put me up basically all day. Today, right now it's 6 o'clock. My appointment was for 6 o'clock. I got here at 5:45. So basically I have just enough time to get everything done. Well, I can PC home afterwards. But it's only like an hour and a half ride home. And I'll be out of here by 8 o'clock, put me right at 12 hours for the day. So I have tomorrow, which is Sunday, off, which is good. But, so I was at the Pilot, right? I was like, let me check my hub, my hub oil level, because last time I checked it, I'm gonna be honest with y'all now. Last time I checked it was about 7 months ago. I had an inner on my front right here, leak, hub seal leak, so I had to get that replaced. So then he checked the other one too, so I was like, cool, and that was like 7 months ago. That was the last time I did that. Let's see if I can find it. Where's it at? So I took my top, right, and I pulled it like that to pull it off, and it was stuck. So I had to put a little strength to pull it, right? So when I pulled it, I had pulled the whole plastic piece off right there. While I was at the truck stop, I was like, man, look at here. So this whole piece came out. So I had to take some plastic bags and I put over here. Then I took some tape and I taped it all the way around so I could get to the parts store, right? Because I had to get out the fuel line. I ain't want to be on the fuel line. But luckily the parts store is right next. You can actually walk from the parking lot in the Pilot. This is off of State Road 70. Right? That's in Fort Pierce. So I don't know if y'all been to that Love's, but it's an L&L distributor. And also they fix stuff too there. But it was an L&L distributor there. So I walked over and I had to get this here piece. And I thought maybe I just can get this front piece, but they was like, you know what? You got to get the whole front assembly. So I had to get the whole front assembly, take it all off, put the gasket on. I was like, man, and then that piece right there cost me $30. But it was a little short-term fix with putting the plastic bags on it just to get me inside of a parking spot, because I didn't want to be just, holding up the fuel line. I still can move, but then I also didn't want to move and have all that hub oil come out. I ain't want to do that. They haven't even started on me yet. So I was like, man, look at here. Ain't this up? I was like, that was killing me, man.
Say a command.
I'm not saying no command. Home. How about that? So yeah. So this thing is its own voice for some reason. So I was like, man, it was just a good thing. Good thing that I was by a part place. Worst case scenario, if I was on the road, I would just did the same thing I did. Because on the plastic that I really got, or something I have right here, it's like plastic bags. So I just put a whole bunch of them together, put it over it, made it real tight, then put tape over it. And you know, I would have did that till I went to the you know, a dealership or something, because you basically could get that at any dealership. It don't matter what dealership you got. You know, you can get that from any dealership. Of course, I would have called around first, the ones near me, so I could pull up. And then it was real early in the day. It just was like about 1:30. So I had plenty of time. So yeah, I had to do it. It wasn't today. This wasn't Saturday. This was Friday when this had happened. So the dealerships and stuff still was open. Down here, the dealerships close at 12 o'clock on the weekends. I don't know where y'all at, but down south they close like at 12 o'clock, man. You don't get there by 12 o'clock, that's it. Or even the parts place, you don't get there by 12, that's it. You stuck until Monday morning. But this was on Friday, so I was like, man. So yeah, so that piece, $30. I bought more hub oil anyway to put up in there, and I just, you know, topped off both of them just to make sure that they was good to go on there, man. But I guess I Supermaned it or something. I was like, man. I mean, I grabbed the thing like that, and I had to yank it, really pull it off, and the whole plastic just came off. It just, or it could be because it's old. I have a 99 truck, you know, and that's the original one. So after that happened, I was like, you know what? After I thought about it, like today, I even was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and replace my other one too. Just go ahead and replace it, or just buy it. So if something happens to it, like that happened, you know, I can go ahead and replace it, and I got that part. You know, because I got a couple spare parts, man. I keep a couple spare parts. Like I keep, I got 2 injectors, I got a slack adjuster, I got a back air brake chamber. I don't have a front one, so I thought about that too. I was like, well, let me go ahead and get a front air brake chamber too, because I have a back one, and then I'm also going to get a airbag. So for my truck, I'm gonna get like one airbag and stuff. I got the big toolbox back there, so you know I can keep some extra parts and stuff. But you know, I mean, I also keep extra service hose and emergency hose, or electrical cord. I have up in there too. You know, so I keep some stuff that if something happens and you right there on the road or something happens, you know what I'm saying, you have it. I have it right there, and I can go ahead to replace it. And it's stuff that I can replace. Stuff that I know that I probably can't replace, I'm not too much worried about it. But stuff that will go out and could go out, you could have an airbag leak. You know, I keep a couple fittings, things like that, in case some of my fittings and stuff go, you know. So I keep some stuff, and I got that good tape too, to where that I can put it around an air hose, and it actually will stop the air. I have done that before. Okay, I put that that Monster. Where is it at? Where here it go. I had put this. It's that Gorilla tape. I had to put that around one of my fuel lines when my fuel line had bust, right? And I was pissed off about the fuel line, because I was like, man, that's a brand new fuel line. You know, I had that fuel line for 9 months. I had that fuel line when I had redid my fuel lines and stuff, and it broke. I was like, man. So I took, when I had to stop, I took brake cleaner, cleaned the line of stuff real good, and then I wrapped that Gorilla tape around it real tight a couple times. It stopped the fuel leak. I got all my fuel pressure back. I was able to step on the gas and go, and then I made it home, you know. But it happened to me when I was down in Miami, so I only had to go 120 miles to get back to the house. Now, I'm not saying that it'll be a fix and you can just ride like that for forever, but for me to go 120 miles till I get back home and get to back to my shop, you know, it worked out perfectly. I didn't have no more fuel leaks. I used it for an airline before, you know, one of the little smaller airlines in back, I had wrapped that up and stopped that air leak. I didn't have any air pressure or air leaks going on from that fuel line. So I keep little stuff like that just to make sure. I'm sorry, ain't really nothing to look at out here. You got all these trailers, and then you just got trucks down there, and then you got trucks over here while we wait to get loaded. Walmart gonna take their full two hours. But yeah, this is one of the loads that I do, and these water loads that I do on the weekend. So I pick one up Friday, Saturday, or sometimes it's Friday and Sunday. This week it just so happened to be I was able to get it Friday and Saturday. So I'll be home tonight about like 9:30, and I'm off Sunday, and I'm not leaving out again until Monday about 1 o'clock. I'm gonna leave kind of early so I can get my truck and trailer washed. It's about time to get the truck and trailer washed, and I haven't washed it since it got fixed, and little stuff I was doing. I got little greasy handprints and stuff all on it, and the trailer really need to be washed as well. So I'm gonna get that washed all up. Then tomorrow I got a couple little maintenance stuff I'm gonna do. I got a new AC climate controller because my heat, the temperature part, that circuit broke, so I only have air conditioning. And I'll be up in North Carolina, and it'll be down in the 30s, like 38, 39, and it'd be cold. I got this little heater that you get from the truck stop. This one right here, this little heater thing I had to get. I'm in Florida, so what I'm saying, it's not like I'm changing the temperature to see that the heater climate piece wasn't working. In Florida, it's either hot or it's cold. Not really in between that you be using your heater for, right? So, but when I tried to use it, I ain't had nothing but air conditioning. All right, man. So I had to do some research on that. I blew out my heater core and my lines and stuff. Both of my lines that goes to the heater core, both of those was hot, so I knew that it was producing and everything. So I did all the troubleshooting. The blend doors, none of the doors and stuff was stuck, so they still was opening. I got 3 different ones on here, so I had to find the right one. The one on my particular truck was behind the heat core, and my heat core is inside my cab on the passenger side, over by the airboard. So that was working fine too. So then the next thing is the controller, but I'm thinking it's working fine because everything else is working fine. So then when I take it out, I see the circuit all brown and everything. I said, well, okay, it didn't burnt all out. So I got to get that done. So I'm gonna replace that tomorrow when I go over my truck. Really go over my truck. Then I got check out my oil leak that I got on my oil pan. It's right there in the back corner on the driver's side, right next to my bell housing. It's leaking from 2 bolts, the silicone. They probably didn't silicone it real good around those edges right there or something. The last leak I had was on the right hand side up in front. This one, it's in the back, coming from it. But that also came in on Friday, so I had bought the kit, the gasket, the O-ring, and the other gasket for the tube. So I had got all that, the oil pan gasket, to drop it. That came in along with my AC. And then I have my manifold exhaust gasket. One of those is starting to leak. It's wet. It's not really leaking, but it's wet. So stuff is coming out. So I'm just going to replace all 6. So I bought those. And then on my piston jets, I have 2 of them on cylinder, one on cylinder 3 and the other on cylinder 5. That is got a little small leak or oil, so I'm going to change out all 6. Now, I'm going to wait because I already did my PM for this month on my truck. So I got fresh oil up in here and everything, oil filter. So I'm going to wait till the end of this month and just watch it. Probably going to have to watch my oil. It's going to be leaking a little bit. Yeah, I know it's going to be leaking a little bit, but I'm going to keep it. Sorry, I'm going to keep all that stuff with me right? So I'm gonna keep everything with me. So in case I be on the road and it gets bad, I have all the parts and I can find the shop or whatever to go ahead and do it for me. I have 3 different shops that I get stuff done, all the way from Miami up to North Carolina, that can do it. Worst case scenario, if I get pulled into the scale, they be like, hey, you got an oil leak right here, you got this. I'm like, hey, I got the parts right here. I just got them. Just got the parts. See, I got the parts right here. I just got the parts. I'm just trying to make it to the shop so-and-so, and I can give them the address or whatever, whatnot, shoot the breeze with them. See if they'll let me go ahead and go and just write me like a fix-it ticket or something like that. Worst case scenario, they put me out of service for it, which I doubt, because they're not leaking bad, but it's leaking. They get up on your vehicle with the crawler, they got the flashlight, they start looking, they'll start seeing a little moisture up on it, and they're looking at it, and it may be a little drip. They may be tripping, you never know, because they know that all these engines leak. It's oil, it's fluids, so some stuff is gonna leak. But just in case they trip, put me out of service, I will have everything that I need. Y'all may ask, hey, why don't you get it fixed now? Well, hey, I just spent, including the cost to repair my engine in my car, over $12,000 on this truck. Then I had to go out and spend another like $1,100 on new steer tires for this truck. Right after that, the same week. So I'm already like $13,400, $13,500 into the truck. I know y'all got like $25,000, $35,000 saved up for maintenance, and y'all would just get it done. But that ain't my story, okay? That just ain't my story. I just spent over $13,000. That ain't my story, okay? I need to run a little bit, and then I could go out and spend more money, because it's gonna be probably like another $1,500, to do the oil pan. Well, the oil pan, to change out the oil pan gasket and the new oil change, about $350 to $380, depending on where you're at. To do the piston nozzles, it's just 6 of them with a bolt. They may charge me an hour labor for that, because I have the parts. An hour labor, my mechanic charged $100. So that's like $480 on top of that. Then the exhaust manifold gaskets, they may charge, 2 hours of labor for that. So it may not be that much to do that, because I have everything, But I'm just saying, if I prepare for about $1,200, they come out with $800. I'm like, okay, cool. Or $700. I mean, I don't know. No telling, but normally it don't take that long. And my mechanics, they know, because I know. I physically can't do it because of my physical limitations, but they know I know. They don't sit here and try to play me. Or even the people I send them, they don't play them. They real good. They just gonna charge you just for the work. So yeah, that's what I got going on. That is what I got going on. And that's all I got going on for this first quarter. Now, I just did little stuff like that. I'm just planning on about $2,000 for my first quarter, the first 3 months, January, February, and March. About $2,000 in repair and maintenance. Like I said, those things that I've saw, but once my mechanic get up in here, I have them go through the whole truck and things like that. Just sealing up some leaks. So see if I have any coolant leaks. I'm gonna check all my rubbers. I got all my coolant hoses and stuff already changed, so I already did that. But I'm gonna have them check out some more, like the boots and everything for the turbos. We're gonna do a couple leak tests, see if we got any air going all up in there. So the first quarter is just the general maintenance things. That's all I'm really planning on for this first quarter, because I don't know how much taxes I'm going to have to owe. Right now, my tax estimate is about $3,000. It was like $3,300. All right, I'm not gonna get into the exact number, but basically $3,000 because it's under 3,500, right? So it's about 3,300 bucks, right? So that's my tax liability is the estimate right now, but that's just a rough estimate. Won't know for sure until I get my all my 1090s and stuff like that. And, you know, when I get all that in my account to get all that information, and we'll know for sure. Now y'all be like, well, how in the world just 33? Well, because I do a pre-tax payment, so each quarter I send in money based off of my profits that I had for the month, right? I am an S corp, so I'm taxed as an S corp. So it's already my account be like, okay, this particular quarter you looking at this amount, because he has access to my books as well to see my profits. So all my profits, it's like that. Now last year, remember I was out for 3 months, but my business had profited $48,000. That's how much my business had profited. That's not how much, including how much I paid myself. I had to pay my own taxes that I got for the business, but the profit for my business was like $44,000 was the business profit. So I got to pay taxes on the $44,000. Now that's before all my deductions and everything. That's not including my deductions or anything. So what I try to do is I try to pay based off of my profits. Now when I do my books every single month, you know, it tracks all those things that I can deduct, and that's just my profit. So this is just, I'm taxing on my profit before all my deductions. So now what's going to happen is, this video is going long. It's already like 22 minutes. But what happens is when they do my taxes now, and then they do all those deductions, I'm probably going to wind up have paid more money than what I owe. So then I get credits on everything for the next year. So then I can go ahead and say, okay, if I have so many amount of credits, I already know I got so many amount of credits and things like that. Now I don't have to worry about doing the pre-tax payments because I have these particular credits and everything built up. It's tax stuff anyway. But anywho, that's what's going on with me, man. That's what's going on with Old Preacher. I'm getting ready for this tax season. I'm getting ready for the first quarter of this year so I can start making money with good old Karen.